Ladies and gentlemen, all the hip hop heads worldwide, tengo el honor de presentar al único, inconfundible, the one and only Elmatic Joe. Yeah. Con la colaboración del 90 Kid, my man.
Welcome to my first press conference commentary. I'm your host, Selecta. We are approaching the 20th game day. Hertha at home versus we do not say the word in this house. No. Versus Gelsenkirchen. That's the proper way to pronounce them. So, Hertha versus Gelsenkirchen. At the press conference, Alexander Nuri took the stance for the second time since him and Klinsmann have been in office. Apparently, Klinsmann has been dealing with some transfers and was too busy to come in. In all of these press conference commentaries, I'm gonna leave out all the questions that there was no proper answer given to, and I'm just giving you a summary of the content of the juicy bits. So, who are the unhealthy players? Darida is out with a cold. Also, Rekic, one of the reasons why he didn't play against Wolfsburg is he has little issues with Achilles tendon. According to Coach Nuri, he's still feeling a little bit and will probably not be an option for Friday against Gelsenkirchen. So, we will be able to see Jordan Torunariga, most likely. I don't think that they're going to go with Boyata and Stark. I think it's going to be either Boyata, Stark, and then Jordan Torunariga as center backs. Please. So, he addressed the transfer rumors that were going around where Stark and Meyer supposedly said that they wanted out. He said, calm and coolly, the media loves to pick up on these things and make them bigger than they are. Klinsmann is a very solid coach that talks to the players. So he said that there were one-on-one talks and internally there are no issues. So clearly everybody was told what their chances are, what the outlooks are, and apparently nobody is really interested in an immediate transfer, which is great news because Stark and Meyer, especially Meyer, Stark, we need them both, and I like Stark, but to me, Meyer coming from the own youth is an even more important player, as well as he has probably more, you know what, they're both really important to us, and I want both of them to stay with Hertha as they're both really valuable assets. So, we're coming up on actually a doubleheader against Gelsenkirchen. First, we're going to play them in the 20th game day of the Bundesliga this Friday. And then, I believe next either Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to meet them in their cup fixture, which is really interesting. They asked the coach about that and how that is going to affect strategy, tactics, and so on. And this is what they had to say. We're currently very flexible and can easily switch between formations to adjust to whatever Schalke is throwing at us. So if you come out in the first game and we see certain things are not working out, we can not only adjust in-game at halftime or during the game with coaches' commands from the sides, but we can take the lessons learned from the first game and then apply them and our new little updated tactics in the in the cup fixture game against Gelsenkirchen. He said that we're not going to go ahead and change our overall style. He said we're going to stay true to what we can do and what we're good at, and we're just going to tactically a little bit adjust here and there to what they're throwing against us. He said more important is going to be the load control of the players. And he said that it's possible if we have a player like, for example, Darida that's going to run his ass off in the first game, that he might be subbed and the tactics adjusted to him being gone, and maybe a Shelbred is going to come back on. And then, of course, rotate some of the starters that way. He was also asked about the opponent analysis, what Nuri thinks are the strengths of Gelsenkirchen, and he said that he's expecting them to be a little bit like Wolfsburg with an intense defense, with the difference that they're also very intense on offense. He said that their striker Rahman is the best example of this. He has a high work rate, does a bunch of sprints, and goes high tempo offense. So for us, it's going to be important to accept that intensity and match it with the intensity so that we run defensively and work defensively, preferably more than what they do offensively. He said that we are prepared. We're prepared for Gelsenkirchen. We are eager to play, and we definitely want to win at home. However, since we have a double header, I would like to challenge my viewers with this. We're playing home against Gelsenkirchen in the league and then away for the cup in Gelsenkirchen. Which game is more important? I mean, we're currently 13th in the table with 22 points, barely clear of relegation. And it has always been the biggest dream of Hertha BSC to play in the final and win in the final in the Olympiastadion. For you that don't know, every German Cup final is played in our stadium in Berlin. So how cool would it be if we could go in there with a home field advantage? We're not going to have this advantage much longer because we are pushing for a blue and white stadium. However, the reality is right now that we're playing in the Olympiastadion. So, my question to you, which game do you think is more important, the league or the cup? And if you could only choose to win one, which one would you rather win? Would you rather get 3 points in the title chase or in our Abstiegskampf, in the fight against relegation? Or would you rather advance another round in the DFB Pokal? Ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta, Georgia, let's get these 3 points. Let's move on in the cup. Ha, ho, hey, Hertha BSC.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the hip hop heads worldwide, tengo el honor de presentar